Good morning. It's 5 o'clock. I got out of the bed about 4:40. I'm a little tired, but my husband didn't have to be into work until later, so that always throws me off, because either we wake up together or he wakes up before me. But when he wakes up after me, it's like, don't you got somewhere to go? Anyway, I'm going to get ready to do my 100 jumping jacks and 25 squats and my diastasis workout. Yeah, we're doing good. My two friends, they're sending me their videos. They're looking good. I'm so proud of them. It's motivating me to keep going. So I like the motivation. So here we go. You know what? Let me stretch real quick. I forgot to stretch. It's my belly band. Okay. All right, I'm stalling. 100 jumping jacks. More. Kick it out right after. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh man. Oh. Here we go. Let me get some water. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to do it from the side. I want to see if I keep my back straight. I think I keep my back straight. Let me see. Okay. There we go. Okay, we'll look at the camera when I'm doing this part. Okay, so that was, and I'm yawning. Here we go. Oh, excuse me. So that was 25. It's a little warm in here, so I'm a little sticky actually. So I guess I sweated a little bit, but not enough to really call it a good workout. Cause I worked out and I'm like tripping. But anyway, cabinets is always open. So yeah, with the squats, you have to be careful because, well, at least for me, I have to be careful because my knees will start to bother me. So sometimes I'll rub a little Tiger Balm. I'm sounding very old here. I put a little Tiger Balm on my knees just to kind of help it. But when I squat, you have to be careful not to, what do they say? Allow your knees to go over your toes, and put all the weight in your heels. So it's a very tricky thing to do. But I feel good. It's 5:09. I feel good. And I'm gonna get ready to get into my morning routine. And by the time I finish, my husband should be up, and out of the bed so I can make it up and everything like that. Okay, guys, so it is 6:46. My husband's supposed to be out that bed by 6 o'clock. I got things I gotta do. Now, my homeschool planning took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but now I'm done. I'm ready. I'm never really ready for the day, but I'm ready enough. And now I gotta make up my bed. I gotta get dressed. Like, what do you think this is? We got work to do. Anyway, let me go. I'll check back in a little bit once all my chores are done. And breakfast today, I'm supposed to be baking. I don't really feel like baking, but I'm gonna bake. I think I have, oh, wait a minute. Do I have my son's scones? I have cornbread. Okay, I have the scones. Alright, so I'm gonna make them there. Baked goods, because you know, I keep the same breakfast menu, pretty much the same. So it's Wednesday and it's time for me to bake and I'm hungry. So I think I'm gonna make me a bowl. My son Jacob is a trip. So we're talking about being hunched, right? And just standing up straight and tall. And so I do, like, I was looking at myself in the video earlier today and I was like, oh, I do kind of hunch a little bit. Like I'm just a little slouch and I have to remember to stand up straight. So I'm always teaching the kids that we all develop these habits, right? Some habits are good, some habits are bad. And I say in order to break our bad habits, we have to put in consequences for ourselves. And so usually those consequences can be pretty severe because we really got to be serious about breaking that habit. So I'm always putting in consequences with the kids, right? And I do this like ribbon or ticket system. And every day they earn things like that. And I charge them their tickets or their ribbons to play and things like that. So anyway, so I said, Jacob, you have to remind Mama to not hunch. So when you see me throughout the day, just say, straighten up, Mama. And I'm going to straighten up. So he says, ooh, how about this? If you hunch, you have to give us ribbons. And I'm like, really? He's like, Mommy, consequences. Gotta have consequences to break those habits. He's using my own methods against me. Can you believe this? Sometimes I feel like teaching these kids, I teach them about all kinds of things. We have all kinds of conversations, but they do come back to bite me in the butt every now and then. And I'm like, I can't argue with that. I don't think I'm going to concede. I don't think I'm going to give in to his thought, but he's got a good point. In order for me to break that habit, I gotta practice standing tall. See, I do kind of hunch a little bit. Can you see that? And then straighten up. It's just a slight hunch. It's just slight. See, I kind of let my belly go. And we really have to just tighten up that belly and stand tall. So, anyway, I have to work on that. So, anyway, I just thought I would share that. Isn't that funny, these kids? Okay, it's 2:48. Let's try this again. I just dismissed my kids from school, and we had a pretty good day. And I had a few minutes before I started my chores, so I wanted to come and chit-chat for a couple of minutes. So, how's it been going? It's been going really well. I must say, it's been going really well. I've been keeping up with the exercise challenge, and that's been good. And I think because I'm doing it with my two friends, it's been good. So we've been texting each other just little video clips of us doing it. So that's fun. I used to do it with my family earlier this year. Well, when like the lockdown started first happening, and I just was motivating my family to let's just do something. Let's just get moving, because this is when we just couldn't get out as much. And then we just all stopped doing it. So then I was thinking about doing it again, and then my friend said that she was looking for motivation, so I said, well, let's just do this. And then so here we are motivating each other. And then my other friend said she wanted to participate, because we all just need to motivate each other at this point. Life is crazy. So it's been good just getting up and getting back into it. What else? My eating has been good. Let's see. I had my granola bar, my usual granola bar, and I had it around 10:30. I woke up pretty hungry, and I was trying to hold out for a long time. And actually, I think I had it around like 9:30. And then I ate my lunch around 1 o'clock, I think, maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock. I had just a tuna fish sandwich on a wrap, and I had about half the can, or a little bit more than half the can. I was pretty full. What else? And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner. I have no idea what I'm making for dinner. Like, I feel like I did not do a good job at the grocery store last week, so I gotta figure out. Mainly it's the vegetables. I'm like, what kind of vegetable are we gonna eat? Because I'm like running low. So I'm gonna figure that out. And school has been good. We've been following the schedule where we pretty much do the same thing around the same time, and I think that's been pretty helpful because they've been able to get their work done at a much more reasonable pace because I've been managing their time better. And I think that they appreciate that. They actually do appreciate that. When I see them kind of like veering off, I say, okay guys, it's still math time, or it's still whatever time we're in. And funny thing is, my little one, my 4-year-old, he's like, Mommy, I need more work like my brothers. So of course he has no idea what he's talking about, but he sees his brothers working all day and he gets bored waiting for them to finish. So I never expected to do so much work with him, but I'm like figuring it out. And so he's been doing a lot of work, and it's kind of hard to do a lot of just kind of give him activities to do because he doesn't really want to do activities on his own. Like, he doesn't want, like, I've tried to set him up with different things and where he can kind of, but he wants to be at the table with us, like right next to us, and he wants me to watch him do the work. And so it is hard. And while I love having all of these different ideas of kind of like sitting him by himself where he can kind of like enjoy his learning playtime, he's just not that into it. He wants to do the work like his brothers. Like, he actually wants the same books as his brothers, and I'm like, you can't do those books. Mama's not going to spend $20 on those books just for you to scribble in. So he recognizes that he does have his own workbooks, and so we've been doing that. But I think keeping it where we all do Latin together, we all do writing together, we all do this, just the different subjects together, I think it's more inclusive with him. So I do like that approach rather than me just kind of hop around, sit with him for 30 minutes, and I'm done with him in 30 minutes, and then move on to the next child where I do one subject with him, give him a little break. Yes? Huh? Apparently.
Mommy, there's toothpaste. Oh my god.
Oh, there's toothpaste. Oh yes, you have to clean your mouth. I did notice that earlier and I forgot to clean it. Okay, you good?
Good.
All right. So it's just been quite interesting because, yeah. So basically, what I was saying was, now our school is a little bit more where it really is kind of like that one room schoolhouse approach that was like the beginning of school here, I guess, in America. I don't know. I guess the one room schoolhouse was kind of like you had all the different grades in one room, and the teacher would just kind of adjust the levels. So I do try to do that. I am still getting used to it. I'm not used to teaching that way, so it is a bit of a learning curve for me, but he appreciates it. So, this is what I was saying. So I would just do math with him and then set him up with the manipulatives, and then he can play at the table. So we'll do like today we did dominoes, and he was matching the dominoes, and then he wanted to spend more time with the dominoes when I was done with the lesson. So I let him do that, and he actually wanted to take the dominoes up to his room, and so he did that for a little while, and then he came back. So yes, that was good. And so yes, I think things have been going good. What else? That was school. The schedule's good. Oh, and my cleaning schedule has been good. It has been good. I feel like I said this morning, I want to figure out a way to track exactly what I'm doing. I couldn't imagine. We live in a small house. It's just 2 bedrooms. But honestly, I couldn't imagine living in a bigger house because and this small, I mean, it's 3 levels, and there is still so much to keep up with, and I do pretty much all of the housework. My boys do have chores, which they do, you know, but they're 10, 9, and 4, so they do those types of chores, where mama is like really getting in there, you know. So yeah, so there's that. It's just I miss certain things, and like I said earlier, I just tend to clean the same thing over and over again, and just certain things just kind of get neglected. So I want to just find a way to make a list of all the detailed cleaning and see how I'm hitting with that. I know that sounds very anal, and it's very like you know, tedious, but sometimes I'm a very tedious person, and I realize that I do create more work for myself in the end, but when I'm working the system that I've created for myself, it actually works. So that's pretty much it. Let's see what else. Oh, I also wanted to say about my weight loss. I know this is kind of like all over the place. You want to be on camera, Jacob?
Nope, not being on camera. What's for dinner?
Do you want to come in the kitchen? I don't know. You know what? To be honest, I have no idea. Do you need to come in the kitchen? I'll cut the camera off.
Okay.
All right. What's for dinner? That's his question. Him and his father are like, people say that they're twins, they look alike. I don't think that they look that much alike, but everyone says that they look alike. Not only do they look alike, they act alike. My husband calls me up 7 o'clock in the morning. He's like, what's for dinner? Now, I don't generally create a menu, although I'm going to get to that in a moment, because I realize that I think I need to do that. But anyway, he just comes every morning, every afternoon, and then I'll tell him, and then he forgets that I told him, and then I say, well, I answered it. I'm not answering it anymore. So anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, just going back to my weight loss journey. I know that this video is all over the place, but I'm rambling right now, and yeah, I'm just chatting. So anyway, so I weigh myself every morning and every night. I know that people hate the scale. I am not one of those people. I use the scale to keep me accountable, and it kind of helps me assess my day or my week. So if I see my weight fluctuating too much on the higher end, then I adjust my day or my week. If I see it kind of lowering, that's motivation. Keep going. Don't break down and eat those cookies, right? So I know people don't like the scale. People just think, and that's fine. It's really up to you. But I am that person. I weigh myself every single day. I don't get caught up in the number though, because I always give myself 5 pounds of fluctuation. So like, for instance, when I weighed myself on Sunday, I was 188. So, but in my mind, I'm 188 plus 5, right? Because our weight tends to just do what it wants to do sometimes. So when I got on the scale this morning, I was 190, and I didn't freak out because I already knew I gave myself that 5 pounds. And really, I'm looking week to week, and even more so month to month. So I don't obsess in the sense where I get bummed out when I see the number kind of went too high or whatever. But when I got on the scale this morning, I saw I was 190. I was like, oh, okay, what did I do? It just kind of, I was like playing back in my head, what happened? But I did everything right yesterday. So I'm not even going to worry about it, because it could be, I'm still very gassy. I still, you know, so it could just be something like that. But I do like the scale. I do like the scale. Now I weigh myself at night, because that kind of gives me an idea of, it kind of sets me up for the morning. So when I got on the scale last night, it said 193. So I already knew that I wasn't going to be what I started with yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, I woke up, I was 186. And I got so excited, but that's because I didn't eat anything the night before. I think it was like Monday night or whatever. So, but anyway, it's just interesting. So, but I always give myself that 5 pounds. So I never, because if I go over the 5 pound margin, then I'm doing something, right? Because my goal, and your goals might be different, but my goal is to lose the actual weight. So if I'm losing the actual weight, the number has to change. It has to change. In my mind, that's just simple math, right? You're losing the pounds, you're shedding the pounds, the number goes down. Like, the numbers just don't lie. I'm not a muscular person. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not any of those things. So I do expect that scale to drop. And that's my goal. That's what I'm working towards. So now, I think that's all. I think that's it I want to share. It's 3 o'clock now, so I've been speaking for a long time. Okay, guys, so it is now 8:26, and I am about to go to bed. I know it sounds early, but I cannot be up late because I can't be trusted at nighttime, because I sneak cookies and crackers and whatever else is in here to sneak and eat. So I just don't trust myself. So that's when I'm most tempted, late at night, and I would rather go to bed knowing that I'm full, I'm satisfied, and I don't want to sabotage myself. So I generally am upstairs in the bed by at least 9 o'clock. And so I'm going to go edit this video, and then I probably will take a melatonin because I feel pretty wired. And when I'm feeling like this, I generally take one of those to help me get to sleep, because, you know, I got to get up early, 4:30. So I hope that you guys are well. I hope that you guys did something today that helped you to, I don't know, something on your to-do list that you didn't do. Or, I hope that you did something on your to-do list that you were planning to do and you were able to get that done. So I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.